Hello, this is Kristan Weisdack again. Thank you so much for joining me for another video on my channel, Beyond Behavior. I am excited to have you here today. One of the things that I wanted to talk to you about is, I guess, one of the fundamental things that I do when I start working with kids. I work in early intervention right now, so I work with kids that are 0 to 3. And one of the fundamental things that I work on is eye contact before we ever address talking. The reason that I do that is because if a kiddo isn't yet looking at my face, I don't ever force eye contact. But if a kiddo isn't yet looking at my face, then it's going to be really difficult to get them to look at my mouth for movements and help them understand what they need to do to talk, right? It interferes with the social relationship, the back and forth play. So what we do is we focus on eye contact first. So I'm going to show you some fun ways to do that. One of the ways that we first start out, when I started out with a session with a family, is I ask them about their kiddo's preference, specifically if they have a preference for any type of movements. So one of the things that we will use during a therapy session is like a yoga ball or a blanket for swinging. And I'll have mom and dad take each end of the blanket. And while we're doing that preferred movement activity, I have my Cabbage Patch doll. I'm a product of the 80s, so here we are. So if I have my kiddo, and I know that they love rolling on this yoga ball, so I'm going to tilt it down for you guys to see. What I'm going to do first is get this kiddo in position. Never leave a kiddo unsupervised with a yoga ball. Things will go south. Trust me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this kiddo on the ball, and you'll get this. A lot of kids will start to go back, and you'll just know that they're going to try to use their body language to communicate. So what I'm going to do is start the activity with the kiddo and maybe roll them back and forth a couple times. And usually I count, right? That's a part of behaviorism. If I know how many of, like, let's say you're working with a trainer in the gym and they're having you do burpees or jumping jacks or whatever, you'd like to know how many are left because you're like, will this ever end? And so kids like those parameters too. Like they like to understand when things are going to end. So what we do is we roll back on the forth on the ball, and then we stop. And then we try to wait for that kiddo to give us some eye contact. Now, a lot of the times, like I said, a kiddo is going to be kind of like flailing around, trying to use their body language. And that's saying to you, like, why aren't we just doing the way that we always do things? Why aren't you just giving in to me doing these sorts of things and pointing and gesturing? Well, we're working on a different form of communication. In behaviorism, we call it a mand, which is asking. So really here, what we're working on is getting kids to ask for things by making not necessarily eye contact, but at least looking at your face. So once I stop, I'm going to try to get some eye contact. Good job, eyes on me. So generally, when you're working with a behaviorist, there is a common phrase that you're going to use. And let's say that we're working on eyes on me. Good job, eyes on me. So we're going to do this a couple more times and stop. And again, that kid might be flailing around a lot, so you have to wait for the eye contact. And good job, eyes on me. And as you build up a routine for this, you're going to see that the kiddo makes eye contact a lot quicker. And so then you can work on getting eye contact if you're working in natural situations, like the kiddo is pointing and gesturing for applesauce, or if they're pointing and gesturing to go on the swing, they know that they need to look at you as well. Another thing, not just only the yoga ball, but we do the blanket swing. So you can do the same thing, that if you and I were working together, you would hold two corners of the blanket, I would hold the other, and lengthwise, we would put that kiddo in and swing them back and forth a couple times, very gently. And some kids are averse to movement, so you have to go again with what they prefer, but going back and forth and then stopping, waiting for that eye contact. Good job, eyes on me. And then you're going to go back and forth and do that a couple times and stop. Another thing that you can do besides using the yoga ball, the blanket swings, you can also do that with swinging in a swing outside normally, if that's something they enjoy. You can also do it with push toys. You can do it in their stroller. Ready, set, go, 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 go. And we can push them back and forth, because it's all about them having to communicate that want and need to you, because their eye contact really is saying, hey, give me what I want, right? But we're teaching them, we're starting that, really the root of communication in our society. And so if we get some good eye contact, good job, eyes on me, go, 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 go. And so thinking about what your kiddo enjoys, movement play. There's also some videos I'm going to be doing about using their preferences for other activities to get buy-in from them, and moving back from preferred to non-preferred activities. But yeah, this is a simple fundamental thing that I do when I start working with a kiddo. And again, like I said, it's easier to do with a kiddo that is younger, and that you can start really shaping their behavior from the beginning. But really, it's important to have eye contact before you start working on language, because it's going to be a lot easier. If that kiddo is looking at you on a regular basis, then you can work on those things. Some of the other videos that I've seen out there are talking about, you know, jumping right into getting the kid to talk, or not really kind of understanding the connection between forming those social skills. The eye contact is fundamental. So if you have any questions or concerns, message us, send us an email, join us on our Facebook page at BehaviorWorx of Southwestern PA. You can drop us some comments there. Please like and subscribe the channel. We'd love to hear from you. Take care.